Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, May 10, 2023. An additional 20 compressed natural gas-fueled buses will be added to the fleet of the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, JUTC, this year. Minister of Transport and Mining Audley Shaw made the announcement during his contribution to the sectoral debate in Parliament yesterday. He says the new units are being procured under a joint arrangement with private sector partners.
These units are expected late August to September. And in addition, we intend to aggressively bring back those other 70 or so buses which have been out of operation.
These are in addition to 50 previously announced buses for the Public Transport Company, which Minister Shaw says should be in the island by the end of May.
There are 50 buses, 45 diesel and 5 electric, which are on the high seas. Right now, they left China on the 2nd of May. And they're on the high seas right now and should be here by the end of this month.
Minister Shaw says the additional vehicles will increase the JUTC's average daily bus runout, now comprised of 163 buses. He adds that the electric bus pilot program is progressing well, and there are plans to add 200 electric buses to the fleet over the next 2 years. Meanwhile, government is exploring the possibility of fare increases for public passenger vehicles. While making his sectoral presentation in Parliament yesterday, Transport Minister Audley Shaw said the matter was under review.
And when those fare increases come, I want to advise everybody right now, those fare increases must be strictly adhered to. The conduct of people charging anything they want, that has to stop.
Minister Shaw also announced that steps would be taken to provide more bus stops for bus and taxi operators.
Especially in some areas where bus stops used to be and they are not there anymore. We have to work with the National Works Agency to modify, get those matters corrected, as well as we need more parking areas as well for our public passenger vehicles.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness will be training and placing more customer service personnel in the waiting areas of hospitals and health centers. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says this is part of efforts to improve customer service and care in the public health sector. It is being done under the ministry's revised Compassionate Care program.
We're going to improve wait areas, including bathrooms, but seated areas. Percy Junior Hospital, Port Antonio, Anoto Bay, Maypen, Bustamante Hospital, Mandeville, as well as St. Catherine Hall Health Center, Cambridge Health Center, and Maypen Type 4.
Dr. Tufton says the Ministry of Finance has provided the required positions to manage and operationalize the Compassionate Care program.
We're in the process now of hiring 20 new posts within the regional health authorities who will manage the customer service component.
Dr. Tufton says 90% of all personnel within the island's health facilities will be trained in effective customer service. He says the ministry is also improving patients' access to the complaints management system through the engagement of a business processing outsourcing firm. This firm will manage, collate, and refer the patient experience to ensure that there is an effective system for tracking, recording, and reporting the nature and complexity of complaints. Several measures are being undertaken to address low water levels in the eastern section of the island caused by inconsistent rainfall. Specific to Portland, 2 new pumps have been procured for the Mount Pleasant system to ease the frustrations of community members it serves. Minister with responsibility for water, Senator Matthew Samuda, updated journalists earlier today at the post-cabinet press briefing.
We are committed to spending $20 million when that procurement process is complete. The bids, as I understand it, are to come in next week. Because of the size of the project and the nature of the pumps, these pumps will be installed within 2 months once that process is complete.
In addition, new water sources have been identified from studies being conducted by the Water Resources Authority, WRA, and the National Water Commission, NWC. Once the studies are complete, the WRA is expected to issue a license within 30 days, paving the way for the development of wells at a cost of $30 million. The infrastructure will serve communities that surround the Sherwood Forest system. A new water source has also been identified in Ferry Hill, which will provide approximately 300,000 gallons of water per day to over 2,500 households. Water testing is now ongoing. Plus, work will start in the next fiscal year to upgrade the Grants Level well at a cost of $3.9 billion. Minister Samuda says there are also plans to further increase the 7 water trucks serving the entire parish of Portland.
We will again this morning, having gone through the appropriate commercial processes and negotiations, increase that by a further 2 trucks that will work 18 hours a day in delivery to those that are most impacted. So while simultaneously moving further and getting progress with the existing work that is underway, identifying new sources, we are increasing the capacity of the emergency response.
The minister says a number of small projects totaling $48 million have been identified to significantly improve the reliability of systems across the parish. Member of Parliament for West Portland Darrell Vaz says the National Works Agency, NWA, is to implement other strategies to contain the dust nuisance caused by the roadworks being carried out in his constituency and the neighboring East Portland. Mr. Vaz, who is also the Minister of Science, Energy and Technology, gave that update as he addressed this morning's post-cabinet media briefing at Jamaica House. While praising the quality of the work being carried out, he says the maintenance of temporary roads and the dust nuisance requires further intervention.
I have made representation to the National Works Agency, and they have agreed that despite the fact that the road is not ready for paving, we will oil the roads immediately. So it means that we'll have to oil them twice. Oil them now to suppress the dust, and oil them again when you are preparing for final paving. That to me will reduce the dust nuisance in the drought, and of course with the summer heat that we are going to face.
The MP says increased supervision by the main contractor and the NWA over subcontractors must happen every day. He apologized to the residents for the inconvenience. And finally, the Integrity Commission is urging Jamaicans to report acts of corruption and improper conduct within the workforce in the interest of the public. Senior Complaints Review Officer at the Commission, Alicia Darby, made the appeal at a recent JIS think tank session. She's encouraging members of the public to report these issues and provide as much information as possible so that action can be taken.
Not only are we asking you to report it, but we're also asking you to give us sufficient information to act on the complaint that you have given to us. We are committing to you to ensure that the information that you have shared with us remains confidential. And so with that in mind, we ask you to have the confidence in us, repose the confidence in us to look into your matters of complaints and just to ensure that by your small deed, you're helping Jamaica to become that place to live, work, and raise families.
In 2021, the Minister of Justice named the Integrity Commission as the designated authority to receive and record complaints or allegations involving acts of corruption, impropriety, or irregularity concerning the award and implementation of government contracts. Persons can make disclosures to the Integrity Commission via email at cpd@integrity.gov.jm or call 876-968-6227. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.